Hi, lovelies. This is Miss Polly. How are you guys today? It's good Sunday. I'm sticking out my tongue. I'm having fun. I wanted to come and give my lovely people some information. So, one of the things I wanted to share this live with you is some tips to good dating when you have a partner already. Because everyone knows it's loving time. People are having Christmas, they're having Valentine's Day soon. We have all that coming up. And so, in this time, we may be, even though it's COVID, interacting with new people. So, we want to make sure we're reassuring our partners and having some good rules. And so, I want to share with you some good rules that I believe that will help you when you're going out. Okay, so the first rule is make rules. So people think that's stupid. First rule is to make rules. When you're with a partner already, you guys maybe establish hopefully some good trust foundation, and you want to be able to move forward with that. So in your trusting, you want to be able to make rules that help you both feel good and comfortable with your dating situation. So some may not want rules, they want to be free, but it's always good to have some kind of rules, even if it's little things, because things come up, and when we're free and wild, sometimes you could hurt people's feelings and not actually mean to, especially when you don't have partners maybe who are big on conversation, right? So what we want to do is work on communication skills, but while we're doing that process of building and all that, we want to be able to have some rules. Rules don't have to be extremely strict. When you get extremely strict, it's because your partner may have a lot of insecurities. And so they're just trying to make sure you're not going anywhere, and they're kind of panicking. So don't take a whole bunch of rules as a real big negative. Let them know, I'm allowing you to do these rules right now, have this many rules, because I know that you're very worried. And I'm just here to support you. And so we're going to have these rules, but we're going to be working on removing some of these rules because it's a little strict for me. So you have those conversations. So definitely want to make some rules up. Some good rules are, let's talk about it. Are we going to have, do I need to tell you that I'm going to go on the date? Do you want to know the day? You know the time? Do you want to know, what do you want to know about the date? Do you want to know where I'm going? Do you want to know who they are? Those kind of details. You're going to work that out. Especially a big one is sex. You need to bring up sex. How are we doing this? Are we gonna, if we do want to have sex on the first date, what are the precautions? If we're not, what are we doing? Obviously, we want to practice safe sex. We want, people to feel safe, or no oral. Some people don't want to do oral because, which it makes sense, but teach their own. Makes sense if you're giving someone oral and they may not know they have something. Not saying they're accusing them. If they have something, you're giving them oral. It's gonna get in your mouth. You're gonna have something. If you, it may be something where you just want to be safe and not do oral. Some people don't like to give oral. I feel like oral is real personal. Some people might feel that way. So those are the rules. Start getting detailed. It might sound weird to talk to your partner about being with someone else sexually. It's gonna come up, but you have to talk about it, because if I do it and then I tell you later, you're gonna be upset. Maybe you want me to do oral. Maybe you just wanted me to just have sex. But just, what are the rules here? There's people who even have rules up to, you can have regular sex, you can't have anal sex. There's all kinds of things. You have to talk to your partner and find out what the rules are for you. Then, after you get some good rules down, especially things that might trigger you, you may want to start with the second part is, before you go on a date, this is the second one. Before you go on the date, at some point, it can be a day before, a day of, go over the rules. Because we're not writing them down, right? Because most people aren't writing them down. Go over your rules with your partner. Okay? Important. Some people have a routine before they go on the date. They go over the rules. They may assist them with even getting ready. Oh, you want to go out, babe? Let me see your outfit. Let's see how nice it is. Especially if you have a male partner, it's nice to hear, oh, is that too much for the first date? Am I showing too much? Should I tone it down? Do you, all those things, they can help you with. that doesn't look right, that's out of style or whatever. They can even have another conversation, kind of just reassuring them, because people get nervous on you about to go on dates. What if they don't like this? I'm nervous. What we're going to talk about? You can talk to your partner about that. Some you cannot. They don't want to assist you on having a good time. Made up. Okay, so maybe if you have a partner and you got to that point and they want to assist you, that is the time to do such. Tell them you look nice today, you're going to do great. And it's hard to let your partner walk away and know they're in the hands of someone else. And that's why it's so important when you're on the other side, know that, hey, I have a partner and they gave me basically not permission, but are entrusting you with me. So treat me right. Okay? So those are things you have to think about on both sides. And then third thing I think you guys should do is have an exit conversation. And what I mean by exit conversation is when you're done with your date, you had a good time or didn't have a good time, you go back and talk to your partner. It didn't have to be that night. It could be the next day. But set up a time where you can have a conversation about that. That really is kind of just letting your partner know where you are with the other person, because they don't know. So, hey, I had a good time, but I'm not really interested in him. I don't think I'm going to pursue anything else. Sometimes we're on the fence about our feelings, but our partner doesn't know that. They just, and sometimes it can look really messy when you may be going on numerous dates and you haven't told him that half the people you don't really have any interest in. So he's like, well, what happened to Jeff? What happened to, Carl? What happened? And you're just like, oh, I'm over him, whatever. That was 2 weeks ago. And you're like, I thought you were talking to him still. So it helps keeping your partner maybe in the loop of what's happening with their process. And then maybe they can even give you advice. Hey, babe, you've been running through these guys really fast. What's going on? You're not liking them? Are you choosing bad dates? What's kind of taking place? And then also for your partner to know that, hey, I've completed the date. It was good or bad. And I'm, excited or not excited, but also kind of gives them a part in the process and including them in the process. It's always important to include your partner if they want to feel included in that process, because you're trying to obviously add to your pod of whatever kind it is. And even though maybe they may not be directly sexual with them or not, or maybe they are, they want to feel part of that process. And that's really nice to feel included on these certain things. So that's my 3 tips. So when you're dating with a partner already established and you want to add to your pod, definitely, ask questions. If you guys want to ask any more questions on here, there's other tips I have, but these are the ones that I think are really important, especially now with conversation, and really work on your communication. That's what I'll say. Make sure we're polying right and we're asking the right questions on our dates. And so we'll have another segment where we're going to say what to ask your date on the date. So those are good questions too, because you want to ask them the right questions to get to the place where you want to be with them. So thank you guys for listening to me and taking the time. And I hope you enjoyed this short video. Bye, lovelies. Continue to poly right and have a good day.